Is your husband or boyfriend doing something that you're getting resentful about, that makes you angry, you don't say anything, or you're harping and whining about it, and he still keeps doing it, like he leaves the toothpaste out, he doesn't pick up his dirty clothes, he doesn't pick up his dishes, he never helps, whatever it is, he's always late, you name it. If there's something going on that makes you unhappy with him, here's how you solve the problem. All right, Men Made Easy, which a lot of you, I know a lot of the members have read, and I recommend that every woman read it, teaches you that a man is driven to make you happy. And he loves solving problems. So if you can combine those two together, his need to make you happy and his need to solve problems, you're well ahead of the game. So here's what you do. All right. So maybe he doesn't pick up his clothes. He just leaves them around. You find the right time. Remember, timing is really important. And you ask him, you tell him, I have something I need to share with you. No, okay, in this case, that's from the other video. In this case, what you say is, I have a problem. Could you help me with it? And you're lighthearted about it, okay? And then when you sit down, and always ask him, is this a good time? Then you sit down and tell him, okay, you leave the clothes around, and I know I keep harping about it, and I'm sure you'd get tired of hearing it. But the problem is, I just noticed is that it kind of makes me feel a little distant from you because I'm kind of feeling unhappy inside. I don't like that. I like when we're close and connected. So I'm wondering, do you have a suggestion for how we can solve this problem, because I like being close to you, okay? And then this is the hard part for women. You zip it. Just zip it. And let him come up with a solution. And if he's rude, that's a whole nother deal. But let's assume that he's not going to be rude to you. And he offers something that isn't going to solve the problem for you. Then what you do is you acknowledge it. Well, that's a good idea, but I don't think that's going to quite do the trick. Do you have any other suggestion? And you keep kind of dancing around it until he comes up with a solution that will make you happy. All right, now, men, well, not just men, everybody, it's hard to change habits. If he's got some women, it's like, oh God, he's been doing this years. He's got a pretty well entrenched habit built on there. So you don't want to go back to harping and whining, all right? That does not fix it, as you already know. So this is what you do. Okay, he comes up with a solution that works for you. And then you tell him, that's a great idea. I love that you thought of that, fluff him up. And then what you say is, okay, now we kind of have some old habits. I don't want to go back to whining and complaining because I feel really ugly when I do that, and it makes me feel distant from you. It's like this is hand signal for sex. That always works. I want to feel close to you. So, what kind of how can I let you know that you forgot in a way that isn't whining, isn't complaining, isn't harping, that's playful? You got any ideas? And then he can come up with, maybe, okay, what if you pull your ear? Whatever, it doesn't matter. The main thing is that you're doing this together. You're coming up with a solution together. But you're the one who's unhappy. He wants to make you happy. He likes solving problems. Just keep dancing around it, asking him to solve the problem. And eventually, you'll have it worked out to where he'll do his best, he'll forget a few times, and you'll have this playful way of reminding him. Okay? And then tell him how amazing he is to have come up with all those ideas, which, who knows, you may have done it and you just kind of like slid it in there. It doesn't matter. Men are so simple. They really respond to this stuff. So just let him know how great he is, and then ongoing, as he starts performing properly, then you start letting him know how much you appreciate it. Okay? In every way, either making him his favorite meal, giving him a foot rub, whatever, sex, doesn't matter, a blowjob, whatever will let him know that you really appreciate his efforts. Do you think he'll keep doing it? Absolutely. And then when there's other things going on, you do the same routine. You have him, pick a time. I have a problem I'd like you to help me share. Or I have a problem I'd like you to help me solve. And then there you go. You sit down, you have this conversation, you keep working it around until you get the solution you want. Let him know how great he is. And then as he's starting to change the habits, you start giving him what he wants. Whatever makes him happy. Maybe it's just pasta on Tuesday night. I don't know. Every man's different. Okay? So play with this. Give me feedback. Let me know how it's worked for you. Okay?